Fair warning, you might hate me this way. Hey YouTubes! Um, so I'm terrified to show you guys this side of me. This is the face that I put on when I'm terrified. You see this bright or this dark blue eyeshadow? Yeah. That's me at my scaredest, because my scaredest is also my fiercest. So basically, when I'm scared, I can go one of two ways. I avoid things like crazy. Y'all saw that last semester. Or I do this. I stay up until a ridiculous point at night, and then I put on my war face and make a choice that this is where this battle ends. For those of you with anxiety out there, I know that you're scared, and I'm scared too. I'm not going to tell you that it's okay, or that it's going to get better, or that, well, this will pass, or just suck it up and deal with it, because no. Most people, that's something that they need to hear, but not for us. What I am going to tell you is that for all of the fear inside of you, the fact that you are keeping on and going means that the warrior inside of you is stronger than that inside of the rest of humanity. For whatever reason, our anxiety is a foe we fight every single day. This is how I deal with mine. How do you deal with yours? What are coping mechanisms that you guys have developed? What things have you found that are good ways of dealing with it and not so good ways of dealing with it? And what has your journey been like? I love being able to talk to my friends who also have anxiety about this and finding out what their experiences are. Because it reminds me that even though I feel like I don't have any strength, that's my body lying to me. You know what else is my body lying to me? That terrible feeling when I start running, right? For those of you who are runners, you know this feeling. The first time that you go out in a long time, you're like, why am I doing this? Oh my gosh, I'm dying. And it's terrifying. And your body is trying to convince you the entire time that you need to stop before you kill yourself. If you keep going though, it eventually realizes that, oh, okay, this is a terrible feeling and we should still stop, but I'm not dying. And eventually, it grows, it adapts, it learns to do that, even though the more you push it, the more it feels like it's dying. So similarly, this is a feeling for me where my anxiety feels like, doing the thing that is causing my anxiety is going to kill me. I'm going to die. It's going to kill me. I'm going to die. And sometimes it's a much more blatant feeling than at other times. When I feel a physical threat, it's a very physical feeling, as opposed to when it's more of like a heart threat. If I feel that my identity is going to be hurt in some way, or if I feel like I don't have the mental capacity, or if I feel like I don't have the emotional strength, then it's more of a lingering dread, So the other day I skidded out on the highway, first time, and I couldn't drive for the rest of the day. The next day I had to get, or was it later on, late that night rather, I had to have a friend go with me so that I wouldn't just freak out and pull over halfway to the grocery store and not come back. The entire way I thought that I was going to kill both of us on the highway. I didn't. Good news. There have been no accidents since, and thankfully I've been able to retrain my brain that driving in snow is probably not going to be the thing that kills me, because I'm a very safe driver, and if I feel unsafe, I will go 55 miles per hour on a 70-mile-per-hour road, and ain't no truck's gonna stop me from doing that. But it took so long to teach my body that it's okay, because I've been driving for 4-ish years now, almost 4 years, and this is my first time skidding out, and it wasn't even that bad. I just sort of ended up nosed into the side of the highway. It was very weird, but yeah, it was just a very scary feeling. So I'm trying to learn to understand my anxiety in terms of physical circumstances of fear that I have dealt with, because frankly, for all I was really scared, my heart was beeping, guys, even though my heart was racing and I was short of breath and I was actually sweating. Do you know how hard it is for me to sweat in circumstances of fear? That doesn't happen often, but I was sweating. And my mind was racing. I was convinced we were going to die. Even though I felt all of those things, I didn't die, and I kept doing the thing that I was doing. And I went and I did the things that I had to do anyway, in spite of that fear. And then I came back, and I've been doing that thing that I'm scared of ever since, with more and more confidence. I'm not there yet on the things that trigger my actual anxiety. And part of the problem is that they also are linked to my depression. With me, school is a really big trigger for me. Just trying to get, research projects done is a terrible feeling for me. But it isn't a head-on, panting, sweating, feeling like I'm gonna die way. It's my brain still thinks this will kill me, but it thinks even thinking about it will kill me. So it just sort of bypasses that in favor of, like, you know what? That sucks. We'll do this instead. And even when I'm aware of it, I have a really hard time controlling that. Long story short, long explanation just to say, those of you with anxiety, with depression, with debilitating mental illnesses that random people just don't get, and you end up having to explain 7 bazillion times a week, you're not alone. I get it. I don't get your experience, but I get how much it sucks, and I'm sorry. People who are telling you that it's gonna get better really do mean well. They just have no concept of what this is like, and they're just trying real hard, and they have no idea what to do. They're just derps. They're working on it, Cut them some slack when you can. When you have an opportunity, help them understand that that's not how empathy works. Just listen, guys. For those of you who love someone with anxiety, listen to them. Don't try to tell them you know how they feel, because even if you have anxiety, that person's experience is different from yours. Okay? Okay. I'm glad we've had this talk, you guys. Anyway, part of the reason for the rambling is because it is 2:17 a.m. my time, so whenever you're getting this, that's when I filmed this. So, yeah. Alright. Much love, guys. I've been having a lot of, just like zero waste fails recently due to stress and needing to eat and having shriveled away all of my money. Is that a word? Well, either way, I just sort of ran off with all of the money that I had saved, and now I'm eating beans again. So, shame on me, but hopefully I'll get there. Alright, stay sustainable, adorably, bye!